Gatsby Party, and today's tutorial is going to be a vintage Gatsby inspired tutorial. So are you ready? Are you ready, Rocksteady? Let's go! So today's tutorial is going to be hair and makeup. I know, right? As I always like to mention, I'm not a professional makeup artist or hairdresser, so please be kind. I'm just doing my best and hoping that I can help you guys out as well. Today's makeup is vintage inspired, so it's going to be less flappery and less vampy than you might expect. It's based more on the original techniques and styles that they used to wear back in the day, and also the same goes for my outfit. This is actually a dress that was recreated based on an original 1920s dress, and it was remade for me in my size by a lovely lady called Kim. She also made this fantastic hat or cloche, and yeah, so today I'm going to be doing something that's more vintage inspired than flapper, but I hope you guys like it and enjoy it. I'm using Model's Own Face Base as my primer today. For my eyes, I'm using Mecha Max the Transformer Nude Eye Primer. I'm going to do some light contouring today with my Models Prefer contouring sticks. I've added quite a lot of highlighter because I want to lighten the colour of my foundation when I pop it on, so this will give me an extra light glow and a bit more of a vintage look when I add the next layer. Next, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This one is the one I use and it's number 48. I'm using one of these new weird foundation brushes. This is by Profusion. I bought this one at Priceline, and it actually gives quite a nice finish, so I'm going to use that today for my foundation. For 20s makeup, I'm also making sure I cover my lips. Next, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. This is great for concealing any dark circles or pigmentation or anything else that you want to cover up. I'm also going to add some concealer to my lips and eyebrows, and you'll see why in a minute. Ghosty, but there you go. So next, this cute little brush is part of a set I got from Typo this Christmas. It's pretty cute. It's very kind of like mermaidy, unicorny. So for my eyes, the first thing I'm going to use is the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. So I'm going to go in with this base color and cover it all over my eye area. Now I'm going to go in with the Models Prefer palette. So because we're doing a vintage look rather than a more modern flapper look, the colours are going to be more subtle. I'm going to use this soft green all over the eye area. And next I'm going to use just a little bit of the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow in Supernova. I'm going to add a little bit of grey along the lash line. So I'm going to go in with a nice soft grey. So I'm going to go in with this grey. And also under the bottom lash. Next I'm going to use the Balm's How About Them Apples Cream Blush Palette. It's got a lot of great colours that are suitable for vintage looks. I'll be using the colour Candy. I'm going to go in and add a little bit of highlight now. This is the Barry M Cosmic Lights highlighting palette. I'm going to go in and use this color here. It's kind of a nice soft highlighter and it's a cream. It's a very nice natural looking highlighter, so it's very much suited to vintage looks. Next, I'm going to draw my lips. Now in the 20s, they were really into their Cupid's bow, which is why I've accentuated the center here of my lip with that little bit of highlighter. Now I'm gonna accentuate the Cupid's bow shape here on the top of my mouth. I'm gonna draw in my lip liner a little bit short, not quite to the ends of my lips. And the reason why I'm gonna do this is because that's what they did back in the 20s, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Everlasting Liner in Swoon. It's kind of a coral color, which I think is fun and a little bit different than what people would normally think of for a vintage 20s look. But actually they were into their corals and their plums and their kind of brighter colors. So I'm gonna use this one. And to soften that bright color down, I'm gonna take a little bit of the candy that I use for my blush and pop that over the top.
Public Enemy number 3, 10 years ago, was released today.
To finish off my eyes, I'm gonna do some mascara, some false lashes, and then do my brow.
To this day, $250,000 in gold bullion involved in the original crime has not been recovered.
And I'm going to draw my brows much thinner than they actually are, just to give it that vintage 20s look. I'm not going to draw in my whole brow, just accentuate part of it to give it that 20s thin brow look. I don't really want to go all the way to plucking my brows back to that really narrow shape that they used in the 20s. So this is my compromise by only accentuating part of my brow. And then I'm going to continue on the brow further down here. They used to draw on their brows quite long. I'm going to actually add some brow to the end of my brow, as weird as that will look, because that was the original vintage style. I'm just going to soften the start of my brow so I don't have that hard kind of look. And for lashes, I'm using the Ialua 116. I love this false eyelash. I've just done a tutorial that you can find also on my YouTube channel. So if you want to know how to use those, that's on there. They are a pre-glued lash, which makes them super easy to use. The 116 is a little bit more natural. That's why I'm using it for my vintage look. And now I'm going to do some hair. So first I'm going to section off my fringe. I'm going to take out the sides at the front, so the front side, just to behind my ear. On the back of my hair, I'm going to use a little cheat. I'm going to be using one of these hair rats. It's got an elastic attached to it. It's pretty easy to use. You can find them in a lot of places. And basically all you do is you pop your hair between the elastic and the hair rat. I like to wind the elastic around a couple of times to make sure that the ponytail is attached to the hair wrap. Then I'm going to slide it down to the bottom of my ponytail, spread the hair out along the hair wrap, and then wind it up. Then I'm going to slightly bend it up and pin it into place. I'll show you what it looks like now, and I've pinned it into place. Now we're going to do the front of our hair. So we're going to take out these pieces here and I'm going to turn them into curls. Exciting. I'm going to add just a tiny little bit of mousse so that they'll hold their shape. I'm going to split this piece in half. And the back half we're going to take down here to cover up the back of our hair in a minute. This front piece, we're going to brush that out and turn that into a little kiss curl on the side of our face.
Police officials doubt the gold can be recovered, pointing out that should the gold be found by traffic, the insurance company would have the first claim. $250,000 in gold, and this guy used to...
And this piece I'm going to take back to cover up the side of my hair. So I'm actually going to take it down, I'm going to turn it into a little curl to cover up the end of that hair wrap. So this is the curl over the end of the hair wrap. Now unfortunately for me, you can't get hair wraps in pink and green. I have seen them in pink, but not in pink and green. So you can actually see a little bit of the hair wrap for me, but I'm gonna pop something on there in a minute. If you've got a hair wrap though that matches your hair color, you won't see anything at all. Now with this second side, we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna take the front piece and turn it into a little kiss curl, and then the back piece is gonna cover up the end of the hair wrap. So after rolling down those two little curls, this is what it looks like. If any of your hair wraps show, you can also add something like this. A little sparkly hair clip will do the trick. As I've mentioned before, the back of the hair is not my forte, so I will probably add some bling. So this is what I've done. I've added a little bit of bling to the back of my hair as well. For the front, I'm keeping it simple with just a basic little roll. So taking my center part forward, we're gonna hairspray it flat. Take the ends, make a curl. I'm just gonna keep it low to give myself a little faux fringe. And then finally for my day look, I'm gonna get changed into my reproduction 20s vintage outfit. It's actually based on a real 20s outfit, and a lady called Kim remade it for me, so it's pretty exciting. So right now I'm gonna get changed into my vintage style outfit, and you can see what the whole look looks like. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my Gatsby tutorial. It was so much fun. If you haven't subscribed already and you'd like to, that would be absolutely amazing. All you have to do is just hit subscribe, and then if you also hit the bell, you'll know when I upload new videos. To all of you who've already subscribed, you're the best. I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos and liking and commenting. It does really mean so much to me. I get a real excited kind of thrill every time I see someone's done a comment or something. So yeah, it does mean a lot to me, so thank you guys. If there are any other tutorials you'd like me to do, pop them in the comments below and I'll try and do my best. Like I always say, I'm not a professional, but I love hair and makeup, and I love doing tutorials, so hopefully they help other people as well. Alright you guys, you have an amazing week, and hopefully I'll catch you all again real soon. Bye!